It's one thing for the atheist to make the claim that their denial of a transcendent lawgiver does not keep them from affirming right and wrong, though they're wrong. It's another thing altogether when the atheist decides instead to take the tack that not only is there a right and wrong, but that the God of the Bible fails to measure up. New atheists have a propensity for being rather more aggressive than their prior counterparts, and that's one of the arguments that they make. Something like this: the God of the Old Testament is a genocidal maniac, and therefore unworthy of our worship. Well, is that the case, that he is a genocidal maniac and that he is not worthy of our worship? Well, no. Not surprisingly, you would discover that that's not something that I could agree to. Is it true, however, that God ordered the destruction and the death of every man, woman, and child in the land of Canaan when he led his people out of slavery under the Egyptian rulers and sent them into that place? Absolutely true. No question about it. It's also true that before that happened, one of the things, or the key thing that caused the children of Israel to be set free, is that God sent an avenging angel on the Egyptians and killed there not the entire nation, but the firstborn of the entire nation. So why is that not morally reprehensible? Well, it's no more morally reprehensible for God to order the destruction of every man, woman, and child in the land of Canaan, or the destruction of every firstborn in the land of Egypt, than it would be wrong for, the executioner at the Angola prison in Louisiana, executing everybody whose appeals have run out and who are charged with a capital crime, and that's the sentence. See, what this equation misses is the reality that every one of us woke up this morning under, in ourselves, a death sentence from the living God. We all stand guilty, and justice that requires all of us to be put to death. Just as the question that we've asked earlier, why do bad things happen to good people, is backwards and upside down, and that the real question is, why do good things happen to bad people? In the same way, the question is not, how could God kill all those people in the land of Canaan? The real question is, why did God spare the children of Israel? Well, the answer to that is grace. It's not because they were better people, more worthy people, more wonderful people, more obedient people. It's because God determined to show them grace. And God has every liberty to give justice to whom he seeks to give justice, and to give grace to whom he wishes to give grace. What he can't do, because such acts against his own character, is to perpetrate an injustice. But giving grace to one and justice to the other does not include the act of injustice. So is God a genocidal monster? No, God's not a genocidal monster. God is a God of grace, and what we should be asking is not just in a cute philosophical way, but in a deeply personal way. Not asking the question, well, why didn't he kill the children of Israel? But ask the question instead, why doesn't he kill me? I'm guilty. I'm a sinner. In fact, just a minute ago, I was entertaining thoughts of accusing God of doing wrong, and he hasn't killed me yet. Why not? I got an answer for that, too. He hasn't killed you yet to give you time to repent and to believe the gospel.